You're listening to Four Things to Know, a WCCO daily news podcast.
Today is Thursday, June 25th. I'm Maria Lisignoli.
I'm Johnny Kahner. Thank you for listening and watching the Four Things to Know today.
Our very top story is a wild one.
It's a sad day for a lot of Wolves fans.
I know it. Naz Reid, a fan favorite on the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's gone, Johnny.
He's all gone. Yeah, it made big shockwaves in the newsroom today, too.
It really was an audible gasp when it was sent out in our Slack, group message. And everyone was like, Naz Reid, no.
Especially the people with the tattoos.
Literally.
Man.
I don't know if anyone on our news team has the Naz Reid tattoo. And if they did, they haven't told us. But
I hope not.
We know hundreds and hundreds of people got Naz Reid tattooed on them in the last couple of years.
Yeah. It is probably a tough day for them.
No kidding. So, Johnny, where'd he go?
He went to Charlotte. Yeah, it's an exchange for a big player, LaMelo Ball. You know, big baller brand. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of him. So we're going to see how it works out because now they're going to get another ball handler next to Anthony Edwards. Okay. So that's really the aim here is to help Ant a lot.
Frankie McLister was outside of Target Center today and talked with some big Wolves fans.
I'd say about 75% of the people that we spoke with are actually quite shocked. The other part, they are just remaining optimistic. But I'll tell you, all in all, in regards to everybody we spoke to today, everybody is just spitting out their love for number 11, and they're going to miss him. They're going to miss him a lot. Let's talk a little bit about what this trade looks like. Now, the Minnesota Timberwolves announced, ESPN reported that Reid will be traded for the Hornets star point guard LaMelo Ball and Josh Green. They're also reportedly sending them a 2033 unprotected first-round pick, 3 first-round pick swaps, and 3 second-round picks in specific future years. Now, the 26-year-old, it's hard to believe, he grew up in New Jersey and played college basketball for Louisiana State, and all morning long, as I mentioned, Wolves fans just mentioned how much they loved him.
Like I was joking with my friends this morning, I was like, who's going to play the power forward? Like Tim Walz? We have no clue what's going to happen.
Part of me is like trusting Tim Connolly and whatever he wants, but I mean, everyone's a Naz Reid fan, right? Like it's kind of universal here. Like 2 words, Naz Reid.
Energy guy, glue, a real spark for the team. And a fan favorite, like cats have Naz Reid tattoos.
And Maria, last night I went to the Twins game, and in the stands in the way upper deck, there's a huge Naz Reid flag that a couple Wolves fans had brought into the game.
Why?
So, because he's just like a viral Minnesota Timberwolf. Like people just loved him here. So they'd always bring his flag. You'd see it at Vikings games, like just at sporting events, just kind of randomly.
That's right.
Yeah.
I wonder if people will still be doing that. Probably not.
Well, I guess we'll have to find out.
I don't know. We'll have to find out. They're not doing that with Anthony Edwards' name.
No, that's certainly true. And yeah, I'm excited to hear what Mike Max has to say about that tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he'll break it down.
He'll break it down. Absolutely.
Number 2 today, legalized bathhouses and sex venues will return to Minneapolis. The city council reversed a 38-year ban, so now consenting adults may engage in sexual activity. The ordinance creates a licensing framework and updates zoning regulations for establishments. 9 council members voted to reverse the ban, 2 voted against reversing it, and 1 abstained. Now for some background, adult bathhouses and sex venues, they were a big part of nightlife prior to the AIDS crisis in the 1980s. Councilmember Jason Chavez is one who voted to reverse the ban. He said that these venues are places of refuge. On the other hand, Elizabeth Schaefer voted against it. She said that because of the city's budget shortfall, she did not think it was a top priority. Schaefer also mentioned concern from her constituents. We'll, of course, keep you updated tonight on WCCO.
Number 3, the interim commissioner of Minnesota's Department of Human Services, John Connolly, was on Capitol Hill today testifying in front of a House Oversight Committee looking at fraud.
We are engaged in a number of efforts related to the autism services benefit in Minnesota, and certainly significant fraud happened, and I am not here to minimize that. However, as the fraud became apparent to us based on the information we were able to collect through investigations and through data analytics, we took a number of actions. I think one of the first was in October of 2024. Our staff did an on-site audit of all autism service providers in the program across the state. Later, it was designated as a high-risk service, so that comes with enhanced fingerprint background checks, unannounced site visits, a more frequent revalidation.
John Connolly was one of 4 people who testified at this hearing today. The other 3 are state Medicaid directors from California, New York, and Ohio.
Your fourth thing to know today, a major golf tournament started this morning right here in Minnesota. Barrett Leone was at Hazeltine in Chaska to check out what's in store at the Women's PGA Championship.
I'm joined here this morning with Championship Director Laura Frick. Thank you for being here this morning, Laura. The day is here. We are doing it. I want to ask you, a huge thing that I think is really neat about this tournament is that kids are coming in for free, 15 and under. Tell me about that.
We love junior golf here, and we're so excited to welcome out juniors to the KPMG Women's PGA Championship. Up to 4 juniors get in complimentary with every ticketed adult. So bring the family out, have lots of fun. We have a junior golf day on Saturday, June 27th, where we'll be doing some fun giveaways for the juniors. We have a clinic for 100 juniors that have registered to participate, and we can't wait to have everyone out here.
Love it, love it. And Laura, tell me a little bit about what is going on here for fans. You mentioned the junior day on Saturday. I see the fan zone over there behind us. Tell me what's going on here.
Yeah, we have a great fan zone over here. You know, we're celebrating both the KPMG Women's PGA Championship and the upcoming 2029 Ryder Cup. So people will have the opportunity to take photos with our trophy as well as the Ryder Cup trophy and visit a few of our markets. We've got snow cones and all kinds of fun stuff going on for the crowds today.
And I know some of the players might be doing some autographs perhaps after play. I mean, we anticipate that again as well?
Yeah, we have 156 of the best women golfers in the world here, and they're so generous with their time. They love the fans, so we've got autograph areas set up, especially for our juniors. Bring out your hats, bring a pen with you, and the players will definitely accommodate.
And our friend and digital producer, Bailey, she's out at the tournament today getting a bunch of good stuff. You'll see that on our social media platforms. A lot of fun out there in Chaska this weekend.
Yeah, Bailey's going to put together some really fun stuff online. Speaking of Bailey, she so kindly invited me to her friend's kickball team and group on Wednesday nights. And so we did our first game last night, and I met one of her friends. And Johnny, one of her friends, Erin, says she listens to our podcast every single day.
Every day.
Every single day.
Wow.
I'm like a true fan.
What a great listener. Thank you, Erin.
Yeah, thank you, Erin.
Nice.
Thank you to everyone else who listens us here on 4 Things to Know. We still have more for you, but let's check in on our next weather forecast.
Hey guys, ex-weather meteorologist Adam Del Rosso checking in. Things remaining quiet and comfortable as we head through our Thursday evening. Maybe a couple of passing clouds. That's about it. Temperatures will be falling from the 70s down to about 60 for our overnight low temperature in the metro. Most of greater Minnesota will be able to dip into the 50s. Tomorrow, a little closer to average. We'll keep a mix of sun and clouds. High temperatures up near 80. But as we head into Pride weekend, we're going to be cranking up the heat and humidity. High temperatures by Sunday will be around 90. Heat index values will be closer to 100. The peak of the heat and humidity comes on Monday, when high temperatures could be in the upper 90s, which would be the warmest that we've been since September of 2023.
And now, here's more to know.
Next month, the judge will sentence the man behind the deadly Minnesota lawmaker attacks. Vance Belter's sentencing is set for July 23rd. The 58-year-old is expected to get 2 consecutive life sentences. He took a plea deal to avoid the death penalty. Belter still faces state charges for murdering former House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark last year. He admitted to planning the attack for months. He also shot and injured Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette several times. They both survived. He also attempted to shoot their daughter, Hope Hoffman.
A lawsuit filed against MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell over his claims about the 2020 election has been settled. We do not know the terms of the settle agreement yet. You might remember the name, Dominion Voting Systems. Lindell claimed without evidence that they, quote, stole the 2020 election from Donald Trump. Dominion filed a $1.3 billion defamation suit against Lindell in 2021. In October, a Trump ally bought Dominion and renamed it Liberty Vote. Then this week, the lawsuit against Lindell was settled. Last year, a Colorado jury ordered Lindell to pay more than $2 million for defaming a former employee at Dominion. A Minnesota jury also found he defamed another voting tech company called Smartmatic. Lindell is hoping to secure the Republican nomination for governor this fall in the primary against House Speaker Lisa Demuth and businessman Kendall Qualls. The winner will face Senator Amy Klobuchar, who is running unopposed.
A Minnesota woman is recovering after she was suddenly struck at an ICE protest in New Jersey. We do want to warn you, if you're watching us right now, not just listening, the video might be disturbing to see. It happened outside a controversial ICE facility called Delaney Hall in New Jersey. In the video, you can see Alexandra James waving a flag, and then you see her get hit by a red car. She is now out of the hospital, but still without answers.
It was mostly bruising, and much of the bruising appeared actually later, which I'm a little baffled at. I've never been in a car incident like this. So again, I did control the fall, so there is that.
Authorities identified the suspect as Thomas Brown. He faces a charge of assault by auto and was issued a traffic ticket for reckless driving. And as for James, she isn't sure when she'll return to Minnesota. Delaney Hall has been the center of allegations of overcrowding and tough treatment. White House border czar Tom Homan denies saying, quote, "I toured the whole facility. Is it a 5-star resort? No. But is it a well-run detention center? Yes," end quote.
Making sure people get their right to an attorney after an arrest. That's the goal of a new hotline the Legal Rights Center announced today. The organization says even though the right to an attorney is in the Constitution, it's really not that easy for people low on money. The group says people who are arrested and need a public defender can regularly go days after an arrest without speaking to an attorney. They hope this hotline will help them.
Lionel Richie left the stage early during his concert at Grand Casino Arena last night. The concert started, but it didn't last long, maybe just an hour before Richie got off stage. Now, we reached out to Grand Casino Arena, who shared this statement from Richie's team. Quote, "Unfortunately, Lionel is not feeling well. We won't be able to continue with tonight's show." This was the first stop on his tour with Earth, Wind & Fire. His next show is planned for tomorrow in Chicago. And Johnny, we know that he actually said he felt dizzy during his performance and performed one of the songs sitting down.
Yeah, hopefully he makes a recovery and comes back, does that show again. All right, let's talk sports. Big night for U.S. men's soccer. They're back on the pitch tonight. The Americans play their final game of the group stage. They are taking on Turkey in L.A. Now, the U.S. is one of several teams that has already secured a spot in the round of 32. So some players may stay on the sidelines tonight, either to continue healing from injury or to just avoid picking up a second yellow card, which would prevent them from playing in the next match. But still, the team says they need to keep the momentum. Here's more from Paul Tenorio. He's a senior soccer writer with The Athletic.
It's all about storylines, right? It's about the idea of what story are you telling the country. And right now the story has been, this is a winning team, this is a fun team, get behind us. They want to keep that story going into the knockout phase.
And Maria, Turkey also has little to play for as well, just for the opposite reason.
Oh, bummer.
They're already eliminated and they will head home after the match, regardless of what happens.
You know, I think this fares well for us tonight in that game, so hopefully it's a fun one to watch. You know, when USA wins, that's always fun to watch.
Always fun,
because usually they don't.
That's very true. Hopefully they keep it going. And this is so fun. We talked about Ranch a couple of days ago.
Yes, how fans were like trying to take them on their carry-ons.
Yeah, so funny. Now listen to this. UPS is offering a deal for those soccer fans from other countries who have fallen for, of course, our ranch dressing. The company is giving them 20% off if they want to ship a bottle of ranch dressing anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. This follows a social media post by TSA last week that said, quote, "If you're visiting for a very large sporting event and you happen to discover ranch while you're here, please pack it in your checked bag on the way home." So now UPS is joining in on the fun.
Little discount to send that ranch home.
I wonder if you could do like a tub of ranch. Like, what's the biggest you could ship?
Literally.
You know, no one just wants a jar if they're going that crazy for it.
Right? I guess, yeah, you could buy maybe like a vat of ranch.
A soccer ball full of it, something like that. Yeah, maybe FIFA gets in on the action.
That's funny.
It's time to take a breath with your Daily Bright Spot.
We already kind of had a bright spot, the ranch bit, but we always love stories about dogs. Yesterday, we talked about cats with that Cat Watch neighborhood walk, which I guess was amazing. People loved it.
People said they had a lot of fun.
And if you look at the video, they dressed up and stuff. It was great. But let's talk about dogs. So this one specific dog is ready to get some people some help and comfort who are maybe facing stressful times in Minnesota. Edison, the newest member of the Clay County Attorney's Office in the Moorhead area. The Golden Lab is trained to help crime victims stay calm as they navigate the justice system. His handler, Pamela Voss, says Edison is able to connect with just about anyone.
He's gone to do a few things at work. He's gone over to the Child Advocacy Center a few times, and the kids just light up when they see him.
I'm sure it's not just kids.
No, absolutely.
People love dogs, and especially ones that are well-behaved.
And, if you've ever gotten caught up in some trouble maybe, or, been on the wrong side of something that you're innocent with, seeing a dog probably help calm you down.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
In that scenario.
I mean, even if you are the victim of a crime.
Certainly.
And navigating the justice system is, just impossible and complicated. So just having someone to calm your stress. Yeah.
Dogs are the best.
There. Can Do Canines is the one that trained Edison. The organization places service animals throughout Minnesota and Wisconsin. And they're awesome.
Good work, Edison.
Good work, Edison. Well, hey, thanks for joining us here on 4 Things to Know with Johnny Kahner. I'm Maria Lisignoli, and we're here with the news you need every weekday afternoon by 3 o'clock.
Listen to 4 Things to Know, a WCCO daily news podcast, wherever you get your podcasts.
Love podcasts? Love Minnesota?
Check out the WCCO podcast studio lineup.
Hear the top stories of the day with 4 Things to Know.
Discover top female athletes and teams from around the state on women in sports.
Dive into stories about faith and belief, from your local leaders to your neighbors next door, with Bigger Than Belief.
Stay in the know on the go with the WCCO podcast studio. Go to WCCO.com/podcasts.